What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We got a couple guys already out there with lap times. Looks like Matt Best going to be at the top of the charts right now with a 1 minute 16 seconds .762 currently at the top of the charts. It is going to be Zach Lovelace second, Asher in third, Daniel McConnell in fourth, Jared Jones fifth. That is your top five right now. We got Heb out on the track in the number 33, putting down his lap time. How's everybody doing tonight? What's up, everybody? Make sure you guys put those likes, shares, and follows out there as we get ready for a little bit of Sonoma chaos here in the Gen 4s. It is going to be 35 laps here tonight as these guys put their laps in. Let's see where these guys end up. A few guys might decide not to put down qualifying times, just looking to survive here tonight as Heb's going to get sideways out there on the track. We're going to go ahead and pull up that track map here tonight. All right, do we want... Well, I was going to pull up the track map, but for some reason it is not showing it. Oh, it's not giving me the track map. It is not giving us the track map tonight, so we are not going to have the privilege of that. Hold on, let me go ahead and update SDK. Maybe that'll give me the track map. They did update this track, so that might be playing a role on it. What's up, Clint? What's up? Mom's in the house. Say hello to John's mom out there in the chat. Kind of curious why I do not see. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. All right, let's see if it gives us the track map now that I did the update. It is not giving us the track map, so I guess no track map tonight here at Sonoma as Heb's going to come across the track. 8th quick here on the night. We'll see if that changes up when we get into the next session. It is going to be 35 laps here tonight as we got about a minute left here in qualifying. Looks like Shane Weatherington, Riley Green, Shane Haas, and David McConnell have not put down lap times. Let's see if everybody's even in here. I don't know why Weatherington and Riley Green are not in here. That is freaking lame. Yeah. That is what it's going to be like. That is what it's going to be like is good old school 03. We're probably not going to get a lot of cautions tonight, if any. Small field, it is going to be 12 cars set to do battle here tonight. We definitely need to figure out something about these. You know, it is pretty close from about fourth. There's about fourth place. Looks like it's going to be a heck of a battle here tonight. So we're going to keep an eye out on that battle as these guys getting out on the starting grid. Let's go ahead and hit up tonight's starting lineup. I need to do an AI song for this series. Let's wait for everybody to get on the grid. We got a... Oh, they did a short pace lap, so it won't be a full one. So let's go ahead and hit up that starting grid. Starting on the pole here tonight in that number 6 machine, it is going to be Matt Best. Starting in the number 2 spot here in the 00, it's going to be Zach Lovelace. Starting in the number 3 position in that number 8 machine, it is going to be Asher Hansen. Outside of him in the number 73, it's going to be Daniel McConnell. Starting inside row number 3 in that number 5 spot, it is going to be the number 99 of Jared Jones. Outside of him in the number 32, it's going to be Tyler Thomas. Starting in that number 7 spot, it is going to be the number 16 of Jonathan Burt. Outside of him in the number 33, it's going to be Heb T. Starting in that number 9 spot, in the number 65 machine, it's going to be Bill Sleep. Outside of him, in the 08, it's going to be David Mayo. Then rounding out the field here tonight, in that number 23 machine, starting in 11th, it's going to be Shane Haas. In the number 12 position, it's going to be the number 54 of David McConnell. Going to be 35 laps here tonight as these guys pull into the hairpin. We are going green flag racing. This time by pace car is in. 35 laps as these guys set to do battle. Who's going to come out ahead here tonight? It's got to be Matt Best, one of the favorites here to win here tonight as they come down the front straightaway looking for that green flag. Who's it going to be? Oh, that sucks, Shane. What's up? What's up, Dal? What's up, buddy? Green flag is out. What's up, Douglas? As they head down the front straightaway, going to be a drag race into 1 and 2. Lovelace trying to get the advantage on the outside. He's going to have the edge into the next corner. Turn number 2, Lovelace with the edge, trying to pull out in front of Matt Best. Matt Best going to fight backwards. They're going to be side by side. Matt Best with the advantage here, but not able to shake Lovelace. Lovelace going to hop the curb. Lovelace hops the curb. He's going to take the lead right here into the hard right-hander. Give the lead to Zach Lovelace. Matt Best back to second. All right, so far so good. These guys trying to keep it good and clean as the top 2 go at it. Asher hoping he's sitting in the catbird seat as these guys battle up at the front. That sucks. We're not going to have a track map. Asher going to blink out a little bit there in that number 3 spot. They're starting to get spread out already. Track position. These guys are going to want to conserve tires. Gas is going to be a thing here tonight. They are going to have to pit as Lovelace comes through the hairpin. Oh, they took the tires out of the inside there? I just noticed that. As they come to the line, Lovelace going to lead lap number 1. Oh, Heb with issues. Heb with issues. He goes around. There goes McConnell around. David McConnell around. So a couple wrecks here. Let's go take a look and see what happened to Heb. Did he get any help? Oh, he got in the back of Jared. Oh, that is unfortunate. And then he's going to get a nudge from behind. He goes around. Oh, that is unfortunate. And then looks like David's just going to go around. A little too much gas there as there's a lot of chaos through the final corner here on lap number 1. Oh, that sucks for those guys. Jared was looking to get a good solid finish here tonight. Definitely did not expect to get run over on lap number 1. He's going to be pushed back to the number 9 spot. Look for him to make his way back up to the field. He feels like he's got a 4th place car here tonight. He's going to want to look to get himself back into that top 5. It's going to take a lot of work here and maybe some help with a caution flag as Zach Lovelace has pulled away. Matt Best had some issues. Let's see if we can go find out what happened to Matt Best. Matt Best off the track. Mayo was off the track. So Matt Best. Oh. So Matt's going to make a little mistake here. And then it looks like him and Asher are going to get together. Yeah, Matt's going to swing out a little too far. Get it sideways on the curb. And Asher was peeking there. Matt's going to go for a ride. Get it straight and back out. Not too bad. Still popping himself back up into the top 5. Almost wrecks getting back on the track. So not the ride Matt Best was looking to take here tonight. He felt like he had to be one of the favorites. Yeah, no track map. It sucks. All right, so Lovelace going to continue to lead the field. He's got a 1.8 second lead over Asher in that number 2 spot. Daniel McConnell having a great race, sitting in the number 3 spot. Tyler Thomas back in fourth. Matt Best in fifth. He's going to be looking to make his way back up through. Some of these guys are going to be looking for a caution flag to close this one back up. Yeah, Matt is definitely overdriving that car. A little bit of damage. I'm about to get iRacing on my, I'm assuming that birthday. Hope to get into late models and modified or sprint car racing. Are you looking like dirt side, Luke? Or asphalt side? Because, you know, you got all those on both. We do a lot of dirt on this channel. Usually Monday nights are big dirt night. That's what I like to run preferably. Zach Lovelace going to continue to lead the way. Daniel McConnell now up to that number 2 spot as Asher has fallen back to third. Maybe a little mistake out of Asher and we missed it. Falling back to that number 3 spot. Tyler Thomas trying to find his way around him. Yeah, I don't blame you. Sometimes I get sleepy. I like short track asphalt. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Short track asphalt's fun. The big tracks, I get a little bored. Sometimes these road races can be fun, but this isn't my normal wheelhouse. I don't know what corner they're on or anything. Wow, Tyler Thomas sending it in deep in the hairpin, almost getting into the back bumper of Asher. Asher's going to pull away, though, coming out of the corner as they come down the front straightaway, giving himself a lot of separation between him and Thomas. Lovelace continuing to set the pace here. Now 3.8 seconds over Daniel. Asher still in that number 3 spot. Let's see. Matt Best trying to reel himself back in. Jonathan Burt in that number 6 spot. He is having a solid run right now. As Bill Sleep sits in 7th. Great run for Bill Sleep. Jared Jones has only gained 1 more spot since getting turned around. Currently in that number 8 spot. Normally a dirt guy, definitely out of his element, making left and right hand turns on the asphalt here tonight, but he is quick. He's just going to need a little help here tonight to put that 99 up into that top 5 after getting turned around on lap number 1. Shane Haas with a little bit of an injury out there right now, currently running in that number 9 spot. Can't be very comfortable out there with a hand injury on a track that you got to turn so much on. David McConnell in 11th. David Mayo has dropped back into the number 12 spot, looking to put in some laps here tonight. As we jump back up to the front, Lovelace continues the lead. Asher has made his way back up into that number 2 spot. All right, so Asher has moved back up into second, 5 seconds back behind our leader, Lovelace. Lovelace continues to lead. Yeah, these guys are going to need a caution to hope to get themselves back up in there, but Lovelace kind of in a league of his own right now, well out in front of the field. Matt Best is closing in on this battle as Shane Haas going to move up out of the way of Heb as Heb goes around. As we move back up to the battle for second, Daniel McConnell putting the pressure on that number 8 machine. So this series has had 4 different winners. We had one outcast. He only comes for a couple races. It was Corey. He won 1 race. And then everybody else that has won has been Zach Lovelace, Asher Hansen, and Matt Best. Each of them with 2 wins apiece. Right now, Zach Lovelace looking to break that 3-way tie as Daniel McConnell is sideways out of that corner. Asher having a solid run here. Matt Best has just about caught Tyler Thomas. The question here tonight, he is 7 seconds back, 8 seconds back, 8.5 seconds back from Zach Lovelace. Does he have anything for that 00? Can he catch back up without a little bit of help of a caution? You know, and this is going to be a lot of turning here. 35 laps. They're going to be turning what, about 300 and something times here tonight, maybe 400 times. A lot of opportunity to make a mistake here tonight. So don't count these guys out. Lovelace could make a mistake and allow this field to catch him. It just takes one bobble to really let these guys close the gap and get hungry and reel him back in. Right now, he just needs to maintain. He doesn't have to pull away. Just run nice, consistent laps. Keep them at bay. 6 seconds back is going to give him a lot of comfort and kind of frustrate these guys not being able to catch them. So that's got to be your game plan. As Thomas going to swing wide, Matt Best going to take advantage. Matt Best back up to the number 4 spot. So Matt's starting to pick off some of those spots that he lost after taking the spin through the dirt there. He's going to try to close in on Daniel McConnell next in that number 73. Lovelace continues to lead the field right now, continues to set the pace. He is the fastest car on the track, but Matt Best, remember, he did make a pass that last lap. So Matt Best is not going to be as fast as Zach Lovelace last time. We're going to see how he runs this time. That pass might play a little bit of a role in his speed for this lap because he did make it in the final corner, but we'll find out as he tries to close the gap on David McConnell next in that number 3 spot. We are already 7 laps into this one. These guys are ticking off laps pretty quickly here. Zach Lovelace down the front straightaway. He's going to complete lap number 8 now. Asher has not been able to shake the 73 of Daniel McConnell. McConnell continues to sit in his bumper, sit in his rearview mirror, as it looks like Mayo with some issues back in the back. Let's go take a look and see what happened to Mayo. He's got a ton of damage on that 08. Looks like he's just going to miss the turn up here and clobber the wall. Yeah, just pushes wide and big hit on the wall there. Bunch of damage on that 08. He's going to limp that thing around for a little bit as Zach Lovelace is closing the gap on him, looking to put him 1 lap down. So if these guys get racing, that's going to allow Matt Best to quickly close the gap there. He is faster than these guys normally. We'll see how it goes as Daniel's going to be off the track in the 73. So Daniel with a little dirt track in here, that's going to allow Matt Best around him. So Matt Best now up to the number 2 spot as McConnell takes a ride off the track. As it looks like David Mayo hitting pit road. He's going to get that car fixed. All right, so Matt Best now working his way up, now looking to reel in Asher for that number 2 spot. He's a little ways back, about 2.5 seconds back from Asher. He's got a little bit of work to do here tonight as we are quite spread out on the field. But I'll tell you what, all it takes is one mistake in the right spot could cause a caution flag here tonight. Shane Haas is struggling out there. Looks like he might be about 4 seconds off from getting a lap down here as Asher continues to lead in that number 8 machine. Now, one thing we could see is once they hit that pit window, somebody could short pit these guys. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. Maybe the new tires will. Not sure how the tire wear plays a factor here on the road courses, but definitely no. I definitely know it makes a big difference on the ovals. So it will be interesting to see how these guys play that tire wear. That might be a way for Matt Best to get back up in it. If there is a big enough difference in the lap times right now, it is not looking that way as Lovelace only 0.2 off his fastest lap. So Mayo is coming back out on the track now as you see him hitting the end of pit road. So Mayo back out on the track. Lovelace continuing to lead. Shane Haas has now gone a lap down in that number 23. I'll tell you what, 7 seconds out, Lovelace is pulling away from the field. Definitely putting on a show here tonight. He is running faster laps than Matt, but Matt did go for a ride and burn up those tires a little bit. So he may be waiting for this next pit stop in order to make up some ground. He might be one of those ones we see short pit this as soon as they hit their pit window. I gotta feel like he's got to feel that's his only chance, is to try and short pit it and run it out. Play a little bit of defense here tonight. That might be the move for Matt Best. Right now he's in he's got a lot of clear space right now. He's going to come across the line. Let's see what kind of lap time he puts down. He was actually slower than Asher that time by. Definitely a little different fall off. It looks like Lovelace is now 0.7 of a second off his quick lap. We all also may see somebody trying to push it to the absolute end of it. All right, Waffle House time. Yeah, we need some scattered, covered, and smothered. This boring stretch of the race is brought to you by Waffle House. Jonathan Burt. Oh, he's getting them scattered, covered, and smothered. All right, so we are on lap number 12 as Lovelace about to complete it here as he comes through the hairpin. Comes across the line to complete lap number 12. Oh, we got issues. McConnell wrecks. Shane Haas wrecks. No caution flag. That probably should have been a caution. Oh, he just loses it. Oh, big hit there. Oh, that is unfortunate for Daniel McConnell as he comes down on pit road. I wonder if he can make it the rest of the way from here. Shane is matching me. Lovelace now looking to put David McConnell a lap down in that number 54 machine. Oh, here goes McConnell about to go a lap down here. Lovelace putting the pressure on him. McConnell not making it easy as Mayo goes off the track. McConnell now going a lap down. Mayo having some more off-track experiences as you can see the dirt kicking out from underneath that car. Oh, you broke your left-handed knuckles? Yeah. Matt Best is now starting to reel in Asher for that number 2 spot as they close in on laps. 13 laps complete. Jonathan Burt now up into the top 5. Jared Jones up into the number 6 spot. We might get that battle between Jared Jones and Jonathan Burt. Well, he's 14 seconds back. He's going to need a little bit of help. He is going to need a little bit of help as Lovelace continues to lead. 13 laps into this one. Bill Sleep in that number 8 spot. Daniel fell back to the number 7 position. He had a great race going as it looks like David Mayo going to end up off the track again in that number 8 machine. So Mayo struggling here tonight in that 08 machine. Shane Haas down on pit road. He's going to take some tires and some gas as Lovelace comes across the line to complete lap number 14. So Asher and Matt Best getting a little bit closer. Matt Best has brought it down to almost 1 second. Asher trying to hold on here tonight. He felt like he was a third place car. He felt like he might have a little bit of competition for that third place, but looks like he might be hitting that nail on the head pretty good here, as Matt Best is definitely, well, he lost a little bit of ground, but has been reeling him in here the past few laps. Shane Haas off the track in the number 23. Oh, Tyler Thomas sideways. As he goes to go around Shane Haas. Shane Haas going to fall down another lap to him. So Shane Haas, a couple laps down right now as Lovelace comes to complete lap number 15. 15 laps in the books right now. Back to the battle for third. Lap traffic up ahead. This could definitely help Matt Best out here, as he's only 0.8 of a second back from that number 2 spot. So we are about to get a battle here. Shane Haas with a little bit of an issue again as they close in on the lap traffic. They're going to make their way around David McConnell. No, Matt Best. Oh, my God. Big save out of the number 6 machine. Big save out of Matt Best. Matt Best trying to go for it here. Feels like he should be up front racing for that win here tonight. Made a little mistake. Got himself turned around. Trying to race his way back up into that number 2 spot as he closes in on Asher. Got sideways. Has to reel him back in. He's 0.7 of a second back in that 0.6. So 15 laps complete, closing in on the halfway point here tonight. Going to be 16 complete when Lovelace crosses the line. We're going to have to jump back in on this battle as Matt Best has caught Asher once again out of the hairpin. So this battle's starting to pick up just a tick here again. Matt Best definitely not easy on those tires. Those tires got to be screaming right now in that number 6. This is all happening 12 seconds behind the leader. Speaking of leader, let's go ahead and pull up the pit lane thing so we can see when these guys decide to hit pit road. Shane Haas wrecking again. Shane Haas is definitely struggling out there, as it looks like Asher is now starting to pull away from Matt Best. Matt probably heated those tires up pretty good when he got sideways trying to get around Asher, and they are probably not very tired right now, so losing ground on that number 8 machine. I got a feeling he's going to be one of the first ones we see hit pit road. I thought he was going there. So Matt Best probably going to be one. Oh, my God, he is sideways through there. Back up to the front. Lovelace continuing to lead as he puts Mayo down another lap. Asher in the number 2 spot, 1.3 seconds ahead of Matt Best. You can see that car's just not racing the same way here, making their way through the corner. He's got to work it a lot more, slow down a lot more, pushing the nose of that number 6 machine, especially in those right-hand turns. So he is desperately needing a new left front here. Trying to gain back in on Asher. He is just a tick, as Shane Haas continues to have issues in that number 23. Matt Best is sideways. Wow. He is closing back in on Asher. He's turned it back up a little bit. Probably feels like he's gotten some of that heat out of those tires. now starting to put the pedal down a little bit, trying to close back in on that number 8 machine as they come through the hairpin. It is 18 laps complete for these guys as they come across the line this time by. So got to be closing in on that pit window. They are past the pit window point. They can make it the rest of the way if they do pit now, for sure. Matt Best is not bringing any of that rubber home. He is donating it to Sonoma here tonight as he keeps leaving around just about every corner here. Closing in on Asher in that number 2 spot. That battle is looking to heat up here once again. I'll tell you what, if you're Asher and Matt Best gets back to you, do you go ahead and just pit? Don't get yourself caught up in a battle to lose more ground. Let Matt use up those tires a little bit more. Maybe give yourself a good advantage. Kind of curious on how that strategy might play out. So we have lost about a second a lap on these tires. So it will make a difference when these guys pit. So short pitting could be a strategy here because you'll be running about a second quicker a lap if they don't pit right after you. Matt Best is dirt tracking around some of these corners as he has closed in to less than 1 second on Asher. 9/10 of a second, 8/10 of a second, as they had 7/10 of a second as they come up through the S's on the front half of this track. I don't know if it's left or right. Oh, Shane Haas hit pit road again. Oh, Shane is done for the night. Which one? Which one? You want to see Matt? Since then you get to see Asher too. Left hand. Oh! You can hear him getting sideways there. Heard the tire spin. They are pedaling it through these S's. Listen how soft he is on that throttle. What are they? Are they staying in third gear? Oh, there's another gear. He grabbed the gear. You broke your knuckle. Demon broke his knuckle. So you can see Matt is definitely a little bit easier through the hairpin there that time as he's closing in within 7/10 of a second. Now he's going to try to close that gap once again on Asher. Like, I'm sitting here holding onto my steering wheel. Driving through the track right now as he's doing this. Oh, that's hilarious. Asher gonna get a little sideways there. Little too much throttle. Got to be careful of these curbs and careful of that throttle. Man, they are tiptoeing these cars. Having to be so gentle and so methodical here tonight. As Matt Best tries to close the gap on Asher, has lost a little bit more ground. Tyler Thomas sitting in the number 4 spot. Jonathan Burt in 5th. Jared Jones in 6th. Jonathan Burt is quite a bit off the pace. Jared Jones quite a bit off the pace that last lap. He ran a 121.86. He was 2 seconds off, more than 2 seconds off of Jonathan Burt and McConnell behind him. So, but consistency. That's going to be the key here tonight. And the most consistent driver so far has been the 00 of Lovelace as he is 14 seconds in front of the field. So 21 laps in the books here tonight, closing in on 10 to go. Lovelace continues to lead. Asher in 2nd. Matt Best in 3rd. Tyler Thomas in 4th. Jonathan Burt in 5th. Your top 5 as it stands right now. Yeah, Asher is now starting to pull away from Matt Best. I got to imagine Matt Best doesn't have a whole lot of good left in those tires. He's got to be fighting that thing. He's got to be middle knuckle. You broke your middle knuckle. Do you like showing people which knuckle you broke to? I guarantee you go around and say, look what I did. Oh, look at this. Matt Best knocking on the door sideways through the hairpin. He could taste it and makes a mistake there. He's going to lose a ton of ground. All that ground he gained, he loses it through the hairpin. It's purple and blue all day. So that's got to make Asher feel a whole lot better as Matt Best lost a ton of ground through there. Tyler Thomas sideways out of the hairpin. I am just wondering when these guys are going to hit pit road. Lovelace continues to dominate here tonight. 15.6 seconds in front of Asher. Mayo continues to struggle as he ends up in the grass again. He's going to come down onto pit road. Will he throw some new tires at it? Is it time for a new set of sneakers for the 08? Well, this is going to be the shortest race of the season for sure as these guys close in to 23 laps complete as Lovelace comes across the line right now. That is going to put him at 12 laps to go. 12 laps to go. We're going to be right about an hour on this. Asher definitely tiptoeing through that section, not wanting to get that car sideways, but losing a ton of ground, rolling slowly through the hairpin. Jared Jones sitting in the number 6 spot. Daniel McConnell has been stuck back here in 7th. Bill Sleep in 8th. David McConnell in that number 9 spot. And Mayo down on pit road. Shane Haas and Heb have retired for the night. I think Mayo might be done. He's been on pit road for a minute now as Lovelace continues to lead the field. You know, everybody is way spread out right now. I mean, this is the closest battle on the track, and it's 3.5 seconds. Oh, Matt, where are you going? Well, that was wild. Shortcut. Let's see if Matt decides to pit this time by. Nope, he's going to stay out in that number 6 machine. So curious when pit stops are going to play a role here. You know, I thought Lovelace was off a second, but he has gained most of that back. He is only 0.6 of a second off his quick time as it stands right now. So Lovelace able to hold quite a bit of pace here. He's a second faster than second and third. All right, so Lovelace continues to lead the field, now 20 seconds out in front. Matt Best has lost a ton of ground on that 08, on that number 8 machine. Asher comfortably in that number 2 spot. Ooh, look at that. Asher gets a little sideways right there. That should help Matt Best out a little bit, but I think Matt has used all the good up in those tires. 10 laps to go as these guys got 25 laps in the books here tonight. Lovelace continuing the lead. Is there a Clint Boyer out there? We need a Clint Boyer on the track. Lovelace continue to lead. Lovelace 17 seconds out in front now. Asher just putting in the laps, logging the laps in that 8 machine comfortably in second as Matt Best continues to fall back in that number 6 machine. Now I'm beginning to wonder if we are going to see pit stops. Do they have enough to make it the whole way? Let me ask. Lovelace continuing to lead. Asher in second. Matt Best in third. My goal here is to try and find the most interesting place where somebody could make a mistake. And I guess I'm staying on Matt Best because he was pushing it hard. Trying to give us a show here tonight in that number 6 machine. Mayo has made his way back out on the track. McConnell in that number 9 spot comfortably in 9th. Bill Sleep in the number 8 spot. Daniel McConnell in 7th. Jared Jones sitting in 6th. Jonathan Burt in 5th. Thomas in 4th. Matt Best in 3rd. Asher 2nd as we catch him sideways. And Lovelace continuing to lead in that 0-0. It is going to be 27 laps complete. We got 8 laps to go. Lap traffic up ahead. Daniel McConnell next on the chopping block in that number 73 machine. Oh, Jared Jones had a little bit of off-track experience as he smokes the tires going into the turn here. That's not going to be good on. He locked up that right front. Not sure how that's going to affect his handling here tonight. Most of these car turns are left or right hand turns, so that's not probably going to hurt him too much. But I'll tell you what, this battle could be starting to brew as it looks like Daniel McConnell is closing in on that number 99. Lovelace going to make his way around Daniel McConnell. McConnell going to follow him through. I'll tell you what, if you're McConnell, you're going to try to stay as close to Lovelace as you can right now. You know he's going to close in and catch Jared Jones. You want to be able to try and take advantage when he gets up underneath him. But Zach Lovelace looking too darn good here tonight as he just walks away from Daniel McConnell. Yeah, Matt's definitely used up those tires. He is 5 seconds back from Asher as he tiptoes in that car. We're going to have a battle here between Bill Sleep and David McConnell maybe pretty soon. Jared Jones maintaining that 7-second lead over Daniel for the number 6 spot. So that could be a thing here tonight too. We could see. I don't know if there's enough. Oh man. So we may see a splash and go. No tires. That could be interesting. Pit road could take you out of the race. Riley, thank you for the heart me. Why are you not in this race? Why are you not in here, Riley? As Lovelace comes across the line, 29 laps complete, 6 laps to go. Let's see. It said David went off track. Let's go take a look and see what happened to him. Oh, yeah. That wasn't too bad, though. That was definitely manageable. Not as exciting. You got stuck up with some... You're too stuck up to race? Is that what you said? Would have been good to see in this one. A road course, more your wheelhouse, right? So Burt looking to put David a lap down here also as he's going to make his way around. Lovelace continuing to lead. Asher in second. Matt Best in third. Tyler Thomas in fourth. Jonathan Burt in fifth. Jared Jones and Daniel McConnell maintaining their separation. So Jared is about 5 seconds off from being put a lap down. Well, I'll tell you what, a lot of these guys are road guys. So Texas Speed was a road team. They just all got into oval racing. Waiting for a battle. This battle's going to probably be the first one to start to brew between David McConnell and Bill Sleep. Does look like Daniel is starting to close the gap on Jared Jones. Could end up with a battle there. Yeah. Lovelace continuing to lead, trying to close that gap on Jared Jones to put him one lap down here tonight, trying to get that field under one lap down or whatever. You know what I meant. So it's going to be 4 laps complete when they cross the line this time by. They may have enough gas to make it the whole way. Zach Lovelace has been putting down a blistering pace here. Definitely starting to wonder whether or not he's got enough gas to make it the rest of the way. Oh, got the battle for the number 8 spot starting to brew. Sorry, didn't mean to yawn. As David McConnell has caught Bill Sleep, so this is the battle on the track. The only battle on the track right now is McConnell closing in on Bill Sleep. Oh, McConnell going to step on it. He's going to back it in. McConnell going around in that number 54 machine. I probably thought about throwing a caution there, but it's so close to the end. I feel that like that would screw Lovelace, and that would have been an asshole move. All right, coming to the line, going to be 3 laps to go when Lovelace comes across the line. He's going to put Jared Jones down 1 lap sideways down the front straightaway, putting him 1 lap down. 3 laps to go for Lovelace. Jared Jones was short on fuel, so fuel is being conversated right now. So that is the first person we have heard say something about fuel. Asher sitting in that number 2 spot. You know, that could be another reason. His tires might be cooked, but he might also be conserving a little bit of gas. Yes. If it had been a bigger field, this would have been a lot more interesting, but a lot of people didn't show up for it. Lovelace leading, Asher second, Matt Best in third, Tyler Thomas solidly in that number 4 spot all night long, Jonathan Burt in 5th. I'm still curious what happened to Haas. Was having a rough race. It's Gen 4 on a road course. It's not the easiest drive. And he hurt his hand today. 2 laps to go for the 00 when he comes across the line. Looks like he might think he's got enough fuel to go the rest of the way unless he's going to pit. Unless he's going to pit this lap because he is about to get the white flag this next time by. Yeah, definitely the wrong track to have a hurt hand on. That was unfortunate. David was about to battle for that number 8 spot. We've seen a mistake so many times when these guys close in on somebody else. So easy to want to push it a little bit more, to push it to the edge and go around as David did. I've done that many times, especially on a road course. Oh, yeah. Lovelace is 23 seconds out in front. Unless something major happens, it's going to be hard to beat the 00 because he is coming to the white flag this time by as he heads into the hairpin. No pit stop for the 00. It is going to be white flag in the air as he comes out the hairpin to the line. 1 lap to go for Zach Lovelace. Lovelace going to get one more time around this track. Dominating performance, winning from the outside pole, made the strong move on the outside on the start to stay side by side with Matt Best till he was able to catch a right-hander that put him in an advantaged position and take the lead, and has not looked back. Bill Sleep going to go straight here and let Lovelace around. Bill's just so happy it's one less lap he's got to do. Oh, Lovelace coming to finish this one out through the final S's. Looking for the checkered flag, this time by dominating performance out of the kid from Virginia in that 00 machine. Going to take the win here tonight. As long as he can make it clean, just one more corner for Zach Lovelace. I mean, there's not a whole lot he could do wrong right here and still not win it. As he comes out the final corner, checkered flag in the air. Lovelace going to take that win here tonight. Lovelace, your winner here tonight. Asher Hansen going to bring it home as long as he doesn't run out of gas or make a mistake in the number 2 position. Couple more turns to go for that number 8 machine. So far, so good. He can't run out of gas. This final corner is going to be so important. He catches the inside wall there. Comes out the final corner. Checkered flag is out for Asher. Asher going to bring it home in second. Matt Best going to slide across the line third. Tyler Thomas working to finish fourth. As he comes through the final corner. And 10 and 11 seconds or so behind him, it is going to be Jonathan Burt completing the final corner of the race to bring it home in that number 5 position here tonight. He wiggled. Bringing it home in that number 5 position. Bringing it home to the Waffle House. Oh, okay. Goodbye. Wow. Rip. All right, so that's going to be the end of this one as everybody has come across the line now and taken the checkered flag. Let's go through the results here tonight. It is going to be Zach Lovelace with the win. Asher Hansen in second. Matt Best in third. Let me go ahead and pause it right here. There you go. We'll let Bill Sleep photobomb him. It's going to be Tyler Thomas in that number 4 spot. Jonathan Burt in 5th. Jared Jones in 6th. Daniel McConnell going to bring it home in 7th. Bill Sleep in 8th. David McConnell in 9th. Demon, you meant hot take. Demon Slow. Yep. Going to be David Mayo in that number 10 spot. Shane Haas 11th. Heb in 12th. And Weatherington and Green did not start the race. All right, let's bring these guys in. Is it safe to? Oh, Matt's deafened. He is not happy. I take it.
at all yet. So,
Did he say anything after I accidentally spun him? Or
Well,
to
he
be
he
honest,
he he
I
got off
usually
the
deafen for
track.
the
He
race
pushed
start.
off the track a little bit and got sideways. He got too much of the curb. That wasn't. That was just a racing deal. Matt's deafened, and I don't know if I should pull him in or not. Let's see
I
if
mean,
he
I'd look nice too,
undeafens
to
when he
be
sees
fair.
he's in here. Oh, I guess he doesn't want an interview.
All right.
Okay. It's kind of disrespectful. Damn it, Matt. All right. So, Asher, second place here tonight. Caught a little bit of luck. You felt like you were third place car. Definitely looked like you were third place car until Matt burned off those tires. Man, it was a hard fought battle. You made a couple mistakes too tonight. Had to work your way back up into second. Taking the number 2 position, one better than you expected here tonight. You got to be happy with that.
Oh yeah, I mean, honestly, going in tonight, I did not even know I was gonna be third best, and I'll even take second, even though I was third best speed wise in this race by way but much. Like Matt was so much faster than me. He But yeah, because we made contact, he spun out. He had to kind of move up to the field. He got up to me. I just think he burned up his rears way too much right there, trying to get to me, and I would have just let him by as soon as he got to my inside, but wasn't able to.
Well, it looked like when you caught lap traffic, he was trying to get aggressive there and got a little sideways and burned him up a little bit more. And then he caught you again, and I think he was just out of car, or he was thinking about gas. So gas. I was wondering. We were talking about it before the race, and you felt like there might be green flag pit stops. It did sound like a few people were close. How close were you on gas, and how much did that play a factor in how you race this race tonight?
Well, at first, I think I finished with about half a lap of extra gas. Um, but I don't think it was. I think if it was slick. Like as soon as we got out there, it was a lot slicker than it was in practice. I think, in my opinion. Um, the lap times, like we were not even running. I mean, I wasn't running the same lap times I was in qualifying to the race. Wasn't able to, and then I think that caused fuel to not be as much of an issue because I think we would probably would have to pit if it was faster. But yeah, it was somewhat a big deal, but yeah, I made it fine. So
Well, great race here tonight. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
yeah, thanks to Texas Speed Sim Racing, like always. Thank you for allowing me to race in this league, and congrats on the win, Zach, and thanks John's mom, and thank you for streaming.
Appreciate you, Asher. Zach, that start was so important. You got a phenomenal start, able to stay side by side through turn 1 with Matt. That had to be key. Up through the S's and got yourself in that good position in that right hander, taking the lead away and never looking back. I mean, how key was that start to you?
I mean, it was everything. I was thinking here just a second ago that honestly Matt's undoing might have been his just unreal quality lap. I have no idea how he went that fast, but uh, you know, the pole position is on the left-hand side of the road here. But especially in cars like this, where they're just kind of floating through that first turn, it's I always think it's better to be on that right-hand side. And last year in a different league in the Xfinity cars, I did basically the same thing. I qualied on pole, and the guy in second took it away from me, and he ended up winning the race about the same way. So I felt like maybe I learned a little bit from that. I don't know if I really did, but yeah, I mean that was the entire race right there. Uh, I took the lead away, and I did what I wanted to do, which was lead a lap to get that bonus point. I knew his single lap pace was just insane, and Asher was right there, just following on our wheel tracks there. So I didn't think I was gonna last that long up front, but of course, then they got together, and Matt came out way worse out of it, and it just just kind of made the rest of the race easy for me, which, is what I want, but not the most interesting to drive. But yeah, I mean it was everything. It decided the pit strategy, it decided everything because I didn't have to push, so I had no trouble with fuel, like you were saying with Asher. Um, Going into the race, I was thinking that my rears were probably going to burn off and I'd want to pit around halfway, but I had a nice enough gap about that halfway point that I just decided I can afford to pit a lap later than them. The undercut won't happen. So just wait for them to pit, and then they realize what I realized, which is that even though the tires are falling off, as the weight comes out of the car, the lap times don't really change very much. So as long as you can keep it in that same area, it's not just going to be a loss to pit. So yeah, and unfortunately that there wasn't too much strategy to it, but yeah, I mean it all broke my way.
Yeah, it seemed like, there was a couple points where I'm like, oh, there was some fall off. And then I realized the next lap you'd turn up the wick again. It might have just been a little mistake or a little bobble that cost you, an extra half a tenth or half a second or something. Because it doesn't take much if you hit one of these corners wrong to lose a bunch of time. So, yeah, I noticed that the tire fall off wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. There was a couple other moments. We all knew lap traffic was going to happen. There's a wide variety of skill level in the series, especially when you get some of these oval guys over on the road courses. Um, so we knew lap traffic was going to become an issue here tonight. At first, how nervous were you, and how relieved were you with how courteous the lap traffic was when you did get to them?
Oh, I mean, I knew that these guys, they're pretty heads up drivers, and they're not gonna do anything, you know, intentional or too stupid. Obviously, accidents happen and stuff, but really, everybody just handled it really well. So I wasn't too worried. And again, just going on that whole the first two laps decided the whole race for me was that coming up on lap traffic is a lot different when you've got a few seconds to spare because you can hang back and pick out a nice spot to go for it and make sure that they see you. Whereas, if I'm side by side with Moody with 5 laps to go, it's going to be a little bit more aggressive. You're just going to go for the very first opportunity you see. So for me, it wasn't a worry. These guys was definitely they're on top of it, and I had all the space in the world there to take it easy and just get by them whenever that opportunity presented itself. So yeah, pretty straightforward.
Well, great run. Moody says, congratulations, Zach. Zach didn't flip. To the Waffle House we go. All-star special on him.
Yeah, I'm buying.
But a great run here tonight. Definitely good run. We missed Mark. R.I.P. He just got married.
Yeah, I hope he's having a great honeymoon.
Yeah, I don't know. He's probably went to the Waffle House for his honeymoon.
That would be very
Somebody needs to contact Waffle House because between John's mom and Waffle House, we talk about both those a lot now here lately. We could get a little funding from Waffle House. What's that?
We need to start thinking Waffle House after the race.
The whole ball and chain, says Moody. But great run here tonight. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Of course, got to thank Texas Speed, all the guys who are running it. Got to thank Asher and Matt, for coming out and fighting it out. And again, unfortunate that it ended up that way. It was over so quick for some of us, but still a lot of fun racing with those guys, and everybody else for coming out. I just really appreciate it. It's awesome to have y'all here. You for putting on the broadcast for us, and of course John's mom.
Always got to thank John's mom. Now, it's a whole lot better if you tagged the Waffle House when you did that, Moody. Moody said Waffle House sponsor. That's what I was hitting at. But great run, guys. Quick race, our quickest race of the season. So go ahead and enjoy your finishes here tonight, and we'll be back next week with a little more left-handed action.
Thanks, James.
Later. All right, guys, that is going to be it for tonight. Quick race. some good racing out there, some mistakes out there, and a dominating performance out of Zach Lovelace taking the win here tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night with the ARCA Clay Clash Series at Cedar Lake. You don't want to miss that one. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.